Hello everyone and welcome to the 2021 Vintage Open. This is a Disc Golf Pro Tour Silver Series event here in Russellville, Arkansas, and we'll be playing the Old Post Gold Disc Golf Course all 3 rounds. Commentary team, myself, Kona Panis, and Rebecca Cox.
Hey guys! We're here bringing you the FPO Feature Card Round 1 Back 9. This coverage is made possible by Infinite Disc, so thanks to Infinite Disc and Ace Run Pro for bringing us the women's coverage. We have Kona Panis, Team Innova, Catrina Allen, Team Prodigy, Widboom, another Team Innova player. So we have a couple big arms and forehand dominant player. With sunglasses, I love it. And Missy Gannon, Team Discraft. So lots of interesting lines that we've seen so far, different game plans. I'm excited to see how the rest of the round plays out. So far we have Kona 1 down through 9 holes. Catrina Allen is 3 over, and Ellen and Missy are tied at 2 over.
Here we are on hole 10, par 3, 280 feet. The main throw that we'll see is the hyzer over the road with something overstable, maybe a mid-range, maybe a fairway. You're just trying to get through these few guardian trees, but we do have some right to left wind pushing. I have my Star Lion in hand.
Ooh, a little high.
Yes.
Well, it's dropping a little bit.
Too high, and now I'm playing from that stuff on the left side. This is Missy's Buzz.
Ooh, a little short. I think she was trying to do a little skip play.
Catrina going putter.
Interesting. They're being a little gusty. The thing about this hyzer is that you really want to push it over the road a lot. She didn't like it at all.
And like you said, you know, putter in the wind definitely gets picked up more, so it lifted and hit that early tree. She'll have a long look for her birdie putt.
Widboom going with the backhand. Whoa.
And she crushed this. She's actually past the basket outside
super
the circle.
Crushed it. But she has a good look at it now. Kind of a tricky lie here.
She'll be tapping in a par. Missy with a long look.
Yeah, it's like that skip shot would be great if she had just commit more to the right side of the fairway, but that's difficult to do. Oof. And roll. Wow.
Long roll.
Dang, to the edge of the circle. That's mean. Is that tree in front of the basket or behind it?
Just left of it, I think.
Okay.
It was funny, I was actually aiming at it.
Oh.
That was my aim point for the Annie.
It's a little too high.
See if Missy can save her par.
Low.
She's not happy about that, especially because this hole is only 280 feet. When there's no wind, it's a bird. Like, you want this birdie, so to not take your par, it's definitely frustrating.
Yeah, 280 feet. You know, we all can get it. Woo!
Ellen sneaking in her putt to save her par.
Yeah, we have some like birdie holes kind of sprinkled into the middle of our round. So I know I'm excited. I just want to get this birdie and move on.
We actually only had 3 birdies on this hole, surprisingly, with Jessica Weiss, Lisa Fakis, and the one and only Rebecca Cox. Surprising from our field, to be honest.
Honestly, that surprises me too. I feel like that one should be more of like a must get. But in that wind, it's a different story sometimes. Hole 11, 396 feet, downhill a little bit. We have the OB Road on the right, woods on the left side. You don't really want to be in there at all. We have a lot of tricky trees in the fairway here. I mean, it's just kind of a difficult hole to reach, but you go on the right sideline here?
I am. I'm kind of aiming at that little post on the right side. I threw my star T-bird. Very happy with this shot.
Nice.
Because off the tee, I've been hitting one of those early trees during practice, so to get through them, I was really stoked.
Kat looks like she's lining up the right side as well. That is like the most open line on this hole.
There is that straight shot, but it's tough, especially when there's wind. You don't want something to push you left into those trees you were talking about.
Mm-hmm. You definitely rather be on the right side than the left side here, if you can help it.
Oh, Widboom.
Ellen was looking to hyzer flip something.
Kind of looked like she just didn't fall through enough or something.
Yeah, she didn't commit, so she'll have to take a meter in, and she'll be throwing her 3rd shot from over there. This is Missy's Thrasher. She threw it a bit low, but that's not a bad spot to be in.
Yeah. Go, 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 go. Here we go. A little bit of a tester. Here's Ellen throwing her 3rd shot. Yeah.
And that was a great approach from Ellen with, I believe, her Yeti putter.
Missy with that zone.
I like this shot. Something kind of overstable, aim out right, and let it just skip to the basket.
Let the disc do the work there. Kind of up against that tree, huh?
Yeah. Soft
Gave it a little bit of something there, yeah.
Couldn't give it my all with that tree right there.
Cat for par. Great putt. Ellen with her gallon of water.
I asked her on this hole, I'm like, hey, do you go through one of those around? And she's like, I try to. She's like, I hate being dehydrated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I was out there in that sun, I just felt my skin just like radiating heat. Yeah. So I was like, man.
It's funny, I talked to Missy on hole 9 about sunscreen. And then I believe on hole 16, she's like, hey, I have some sunscreen if you want it. And I'm like, oh, you're not cool. I was like, dude, I needed that forever ago. Her and Tom totally roasted me. So you were actually the only birdie on that hole.
Yes.
And what a birdie.
Dang it. Sure.
Just go put it. Hole 12, par 3, 321 feet. There's two routes to go through, the one that this drone is taking. You might see some forehands through this route, but most of us will be taking that right side gap. It's a little bit bigger and more friendly for the backhand players. This hole's kind of deceiving, so we might see some fairway drivers, and at this point we have some right to left headwind.
Get through it. Oh. Oh.
Little high.
Hmm.
Gonna leave me with an interesting approach.
Yeah, because once you get past these trees, it's just wide open. Nothing but wind out there. Oh, man.
Katrina hitting that
Oof.
early tree, but skipping all the way out.
Whoa, okay. She really fought through that stuff.
Mhm.
Kind of surprised she threw something as fast as she did.
I know, right? Missy has her Gannon Undertaker. I believe this is her signature series for this year.
Oh, yeah. A little left, but she has a look at it.
Yeah, outside the circle putt.
Low. Get up.
That stump just didn't let it, and didn't even let her get a skip or anything.
Yeah, tricky from there.
She has her gator in hand, looking to skip it to the basket.
Dang.
Yeah, kind of unlucky.
I didn't really see too many skips out here in this grass. It felt really grabby.
So I got on one knee because we had a lot of wind, and I thought maybe I could, manage.
Control the height of the disc a little better.
And I put
Oof.
it too low,
Oof.
and I'm frustrated.
Yeah. Cat's staring right at the road here. Beautiful approach.
Missy laying up. No point in running it in this wind, and it does slope behind that basket from that side. I'm just looking to lay up as well. Take my medicine, walk away.
Yeah. Good lesson in risk reward here.
So there was actually only one birdie on this hole as well. Jessica Weiss taking the
Wow.
only two on the field.
Nice, Jess. Yeah, it's one of those holes in practice where I'm like, yeah, I'm birding this hole. And then you walk up to that headwind and you're like, ooh.
You get through the trees.
So that puts Kona at even. Kat and Missy are now 3 over, and Ellen is 4 over. Here we have hole 13, 310 feet island hole. We have this OB water right here in front of us. There's actually a wall right there before you see the lines there. Yeah, it's just kind of a tricky shot, especially in the wind. I believe we had a tailwind on this hole.
We did as well.
So that's the best wind, I think.
Katrina going putter.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah, great control.
Because there's OB past it as well, so you can't just blast it up there and expect to be in bounds.
This is Missy's Meteor.
Kind of needs to sit down, doesn't it? Nope. That's perfect. A little long, but wow, nice. Meteor is a great option with that tailwind. What do you got here?
My star may go 3, and I yanked it
Whoa.
and got through the smallest
Whoa.
gap, and was so incredibly happy to make it inside the circle after that.
Sit down.
And she's
No.
barely out of bounds.
Oh,
So
wow.
she'll be taking it from the drop zone.
Oh, a little run there.
Almost throwing it in with her Nova. I'm surprised she throws that thing on a forehand, but she has really great control.
Going for the bird.
Yeah, I hated it out of my hand. I let the wind get to it. I really wanted that birdie.
Here's Widboom for her 4. It's a nice putt by Ellen. Missy with her birdie putt. Got a little bit of a headwind. Very nice.
Cheesin'. You'll always see Missy smiling on the course.
And here's Cat for her birdie as well. Nice.
Solid birdie putt from Catrina. And look at this green. Beautiful. Yeah, this is one of my favorite parts about Old Post Disc Golf Course.
Oh yeah.
A little low, but she's in.
She's in there. It's all good. Alright, and that brings Cat and Missy down to 2 over.
Hole 14, par 3, 325 feet. This is like a downhill shot. A lot of the women are going to be throwing this big hyzer backhand. We do have out of bounds right behind the basket. But yeah, it's kind of just like a wide open shot. There's not a lot you can do wrong other than going long.
Cat's going pretty spiky here.
She threw it a little left, so she's going to be more on the left side of the basket in round circle 2. This is Missy's trusty Zeus. She decided to go with more of the low line, asking for it to skip. She'll have a circle 2 putt as well. I think everyone's just a little scared to go long out of bounds.
Yeah, it's downhill, you know, committing to that shot. And you know you don't want to go long. It's easy to just kind of take too much off of it. And you hit the one and only bush.
Yep, I wanted to give a shout out to that bush. It, stopped me, kept me in circle 1. My homie. You know it's a backhand hole when Ellen's throwing a backhand.
Yeah, for sure. Getting herself up to circle 2. Everyone kind of has a look at it, but they're all just staring at that OB behind the basket as well, so. Ooh.
beautiful run from Catrina. She has that nice floaty spin putt when she's far out. I think that was like a very soft bid from Missy.
Yeah.
Ellen not even playing with it, taking
Yeah.
her easy par.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was my worst putt of the day. I actually loaded it way too much before I putted. I thought about that. Should have just putted. I just got in my head a little bit about it. So, not happy. I want this birdie really bad.
Yeah. That was really the first time you had missed on the right side, so. You know that feeling when you miss low, you're like, dang. There's Missy for a par. And the camera really doesn't do justice to just how swirly this wind is. I feel like even stepping up to just like a 15-footer can kind of make you sweat sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. Only 2 people getting the birdie on this hole. Cynthia Ricciardi and Shannon. I'm not going to try and pronounce your last name, but congrats, Shannon. Good too.
Hole 15, par 4, 663 feet. It's a dogleg hole. We have that big mando tree on the right side right there. That orange pole is around where I think I would want to land. And the basket is just straight right from there. So the 3 is definitely possible. It's just about putting yourself in a good position off the tee.
So we have a ripping tailwind, so we're really able to kind of crush one out there and have the wind just push it forward. It's not a bad spot for Kat, but she's going to be on that small berm, tricky footing.
Missy giving it a nice little go.
Yeah, that was a crush with her thrasher. She's going to have a great look at the basket as well. Oh, and so we had to wait for... They were coming out of this little hole in the woods, and we just had to keep waiting. They had no clue what was going on.
Normal disc golf stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Kona ripping it up there.
Yeah, this was with my 2020 Signature Series iBlend Emperor, and this is the farthest I have thrown on this hole.
Yeah, I really like that landing spot. Another backhand from Ellen.
So this is tough being this far back because it pinches off your second shot. So she went Star Destroyer looking for a skip, but that wind is just pushing that flight plate.
Yeah, once you turn towards the basket, it's a right to left wind. So that angle's... And the basket's right there. You just want to push it as hard as you can, but controlling that angle and distance at the same time is just so difficult to do. And as you can see, the wind is just absolutely ripping.
Missy kind of yanking on her Zeus.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, that's the correct mistake to make. It's better than, you know,
Missing Mando.
missing that Mando. Just a little low.
But it got a great skip, and thankfully she landed in front of that electrical box.
Yeah, that electrical box is not fun to be behind. Kona using the old Bushnell.
Yeah, it was around 300 feet out, so I grabbed my Halo Destroyer.
You're in such a great position right here.
I know, I've never been able to look straight at the basket, so I wanted to capitalize.
Ooh, yeah, smashed it too. Wow, great shot.
I was stoked about this. You know, I've never gotten a 3 on this hole, so I'm licking my chops.
Oh yeah, getting a 3 on this hole, or even giving yourself a look at it in this way is just... Missy, a little long, but she has a par putt.
Missy range.
Definitely within Missy range.
Ellen with that Yeti putter, great touch.
Oh no.
Catrina just laying up with her putter, and I'm looking at my birdie. And that right to left just pushed my putter. That's like my nemesis wind, you know, it just pushes it out of its ante.
Mm-hmm. Dang. Here's Missy to save her par. Probably got like a head cross. Tough wind.
Doesn't help that there's cars ripping behind you as well.
Nice putt.
Yeah, great par putt for her.
Way to stay focused.
We had a few spectators on the side giving some claps.
Oh, spectators. I miss those guys.
We had a few, not many.
Yeah. Kona's got her focus face on.
Trying to save par.
That was super mean.
Yeah, no, I released it a little bit right, and that hurts the heart, especially after having that birdie 3 look.
Yeah. For dogies, man.
Ellen sneaking in her par putt. And we had 0 3s on this hole, which I'm not too surprised. It's a tough hole for us women to really get in position to get the 3, but it's doable if you make your putt. Catrina tapping out her par as we move on to hole 16. Hole 16, par 5, 825 feet. We're going to see some women throw some backhand turnovers landing center fairway, and then the fairways split. There's this right route that you see this drone flying through, but also the left side you'll see a lot of other women take as it pinches off and the green is surrounded by trees. So this hole is actually the second most difficult for our division. And that's one way to make this hole very difficult. Hitting early is not great. Definitely makes the hole a lot longer.
Yeah, you kind of go from these like wide open birdie look holes to these wooded holes, and it's just tough just hitting these lines, putting yourself in a good position for your next shot.
Well, it's tough because you're starting to wind down at the end of your round, and then all of a sudden you have to focus up for these last few.
Sneaky.
Missy getting her thrasher down the fairway. That's
Nice.
a great shot.
Ellen just turned it over a little too much, I think.
Yeah, she'll be up on that hill. That's an interesting position and definitely weird footing. I'm going a mid-range.
Mid-range hyzer to flat.
And she got a lucky
Ooh,
roll. I was
nice roll.
stoked about the roll. It didn't flip up like I
Yeah.
wanted it to.
Kind of tough position. Whoa.
Tough position, and she
Wow.
slipped or she fell, I don't know, but I was like, Catrina, are you okay? She's like, yep, I'm fine, just not stoked about that shot.
Yeah. I know when I'm slipping, all I care about is just making sure I follow through.
Ellen clearing out her footing.
Yep, dead and unattached. Gotta go.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, if there's a bunch of random unattached trees, dead trees in your lie, you are allowed to move them. So that's what Ellen was doing.
I like this line if it just picks a side.
This was juicy.
Yes, okay.
She was even very stoked about that. I'm going left side with my T-bird.
Nice. Yeah, clean forward progress is like the key on this hole.
Yeah, anything in the fairways, prime.
And this has just been keeping stuff a little low today.
A little low, but she got that lucky skip forward. Trina's looking to get froggy.
Yeah, this is kind of a tight shot right here. I think. Oh, sorry.
It's tough with this footing too because we have all these pine needles that are making it very slippery.
Oh, yeah. And I think once you get on a hole like this and you just keep getting yourself out of position, that kind of builds more and more of you wanting to bite more and more off. So
Yeah.
it kind of turns into like a cycle sometimes.
Ellen trying to throw a forehand roller, leaving her on this right side.
Man,
It is not fun over
it is
there.
not.
It is jail.
I don't know what Missy is looking at right here.
The camera was kind of off angle. And
Okay.
She was aiming at the left side gap. She was trying to flex it towards the
Yeah.
basket, and it just came out a little bit with her
Okay.
Zeus.
I kind of thought she was going for that middle gap.
I have my Halo Destroyer. I'm trying to go outside the trees and
Far left?
and have it skip in.
Yes. Skip, skip, skip.
Just a little early, but you know, I'm okay saving par on this hole.
Cat with a forehand look. Basket's just right inside the woods there on the right side. Come on. Oh, beautiful shot. Wait, what happened? Okay. Whew.
Yeah, that was a great forehand from Catrina. She is a very consistent forehand when she needs to use it. Ellen looking for something.
Man, she's super pinched off over there. She want another roller?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And she got sneaky, and she
Ooh.
got
Wow.
by the basket right outside the circle. This was weird.
Oh, my.
Yanked it and got so lucky. I was so happy I got through that tree. It was such a weird shot.
It's almost like a patent pending-ish.
Yeah. Missy just laying up, getting a little bit of a roll, but she'll be
Yeah.
able to tap out.
This green has been really neat.
Ellen giving it a good bid. Make sure to check out the Disc Golf Pro Tour shop for all of your DGPT apparel and gear. Here's Missy for par.
Nice. Par so good on this hole.
4 is doable, but you have to have just, 4 perfect shots, so 5 feels great.
Yeah, weren't any 4s on this hole, and I'd say over half her field bogeyed it, or worse.
Even with Catrina hitting that early tree, and hitting that other early tree after her second shot, 6 isn't too bad.
Yeah. Could have been way worse, for sure. Nice putt. Walk away with that par.
Helen not super stoked about her bogey.
Puts Kona 1 over, Missy 2 over, Cat's 3 over, and Ellen 6 over. Here we have hole 17, 665 feet. We have this tight tunnel right here that the drone is going through, and then it takes a direct left up this hill. We have woods on both sides, and then you have to kind of curl around this corner here, and there's the basket.
Yeah, this hole's all about placement, really.
Difficult par 4.
It's a tricky tee shot, too. In my opinion, the backhand is very pinched off.
Yeah, I think the forehand line here is so good. Shout out to Nathan Queen, who officially calls this hole a lefty hole. That's how confident he is. But I can totally see that. It's such an easy turnover through that gap. So hard. Right hand, backhand though.
I'm going lone howl.
Ooh.
I'm loving it.
I mean, buttery.
Anything out of that gap, I'm happy with. Catrina's showing us the backhand.
There we go.
And it was perfect.
Yeah. So tight. She was just staying on the right side of that tee pad the whole time.
And then lining up a forehand roller.
Roller?
Yeah, this was interesting.
Huh. Man, fight through that. That's very interesting to see.
Yeah, it was weird, but she got an okay kick out. She'll have a hard flex forehand to get into position.
Go.
And that was a great shot from her.
Yeah.
Missy looking to do something similar. And there's a reason why hole 17 is the most difficult hole for the FPO division.
Yeah, out of position, I mean, true in every sense of the words. It's Kona's second shot.
I'm going for placement, so there's that fluffy tree on the left. I'm aiming right at that and just looking to end somewhere flat up there on that hill.
Missy with her third shot.
This was beautiful. Dead straight with her
Keep
thrasher. Maybe a little low, but made it so it didn't skip or, fade too hard to the trees.
Middle of the fairway is nice.
Catrina was looking to get very aggressive.
Yeah, she had a great drive. She can get up there look for a 3. Oh, it's turning a little early, I think.
And that's not where you want to be.
No, you are super pinched in there.
It's pretty much a wall of trees when you're off to the right like that.
Yeah. I mean, you're looking right at the basket, and there's 500 trees between you and the basket.
This was a great shot from Ellen. She'll have a circle 2 look for hers. I have this weird stretched out forehand with my lone howl.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, and I'm stoked. Just how I practiced it, and it's all about placement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kat is in jail. Yeah, it's one of those spots where she's looking around like, okay, what about there? What about there?
Yeah, just trying to find the biggest opening to attack the pin.
Yeah. It's just one of those times where you see a gap and you're like, okay, that's all I got. I gotta commit.
She kind of yanked it, but got this favorable tree kick. She'll be right outside the circle.
Yeah, I'm surprised she was even able to go through those trees.
Mm-hmm. This is Missy with her zone, trying to get around this corner.
Here you go. Long look for Widboom. Ugh.
Gave it a really good bid with her Nova. She's like, I was right behind her. I'm like, dude, I thought you had it. She's like, I did too.
Cat's got a long straddle.
To save par. Yeah, she was super stoked about this one. Let's run it back.
Oh, yeah.
Lean with it. Fist pump and all. Heck yeah.
Gotta use that body language. Beautiful par save. Here's Kona for the par. Chalk back.
I was about to say that with chalk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, par on these two wooded holes is like my main objective.
Oh, yeah. Getting through clean on those two holes. You're not losing strokes. That's for sure.
Mm-mm. Ellen and Missy tapping out their bogeys. Hitting early definitely makes this hole tough.
Mm-hmm. So we're going into our last hole, Kona Panis. 1 over par. Kat and Missy are both 3 over and Ellen 7 over.
Hole 18, our finishing hole, par 3, 420 feet. There's a lot of different ways to get to this pin. There's the backhand, turnover, flex shot. Some women can throw a roller. You might even see some forehands for placement shot, but we're not seeing a lot of drives end by this basket.
Yeah, kind of a tweener hole-ish. You know, not everyone can really reach it. Even putting yourself in a position to look at a birdie is difficult.
And if you're wondering what we were doing right there, we don't give high fives anymore because of COVID, so we're giving each other a little, good luck, nice play, and toe tap. So I'm going for that left gap with my iBlend Emperor.
Smashed it, but did not turn quite enough.
It didn't, and I actually expected the left to right wind to push it, but the newer run of Emperors are actually overstable, so super trusty.
I haven't seen you throw a roller in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty excited.
It was drifting right.
Fight through those trees.
And she got through them, but it just stopped. It didn't do
Yeah.
anything. Missy trying to flex her thrasher, just leaving it too low and getting that left-right wind to push it, and she'll be center fairway.
Oh.
I didn't know if she was trying to throw a forehand roller or just like a flex forehand, but
Right. Kind of looked like she meant to do the roller, but
didn't quite get the angle down.
great upshot though.
Yeah, great approach, great line height.
Yeah.
So this was interesting. I was like, oh, like you probably don't get relief. So Missy's like, last hole. Let me try and put my mini in here real quick.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to smoke this one.
Yeah, with it being casual water, it's not a bee or anything, so.
She's like, I'm trying to make sure it doesn't float away.
Yeah.
And she sent it. Full commitment.
Whatever.
Last hole, shoes wet. Let's get it. And it was a great shot.
It is a great shot. Left herself a little short, but she's good at that range. Okay, up there, simple floaty putter up shots.
So pretty, always dead straight.
Always does what she needs them to do. Is that what is that?
It's my AVR X3. I'm just looking to do a cute little Anheuser, let it flex out to the basket.
Cute little layup. Very nice.
Missy for her par. Banged it.
Yes.
Great way to finish.
Yeah, but 18's one where you like, you don't bite off a lot on your drive. You're just like, just get the bar and get at it. Nice putt by Allen. Everyone wants to end their day with a made putt. Feels good.
Catrina and I will be tapping out our pars.
Yep, so we're end of the round with Kona at 1 over, Kat and Missy are 3 over, and Ellen is 7 over. It's a pretty solid round by Kona.
Yeah, and we actually shook up the leaderboard. We have Jessica Weiss and Stacy Ronsley tied for first, with Lisa and I right on their tails, only one stroke behind them, with Sarah Hokum, Catrina, Missy, and yourself on chase card, with Deanne Carey and Ellen making the top 10. Thank you all so much for watching the first round back 9 of the 2021 Vintage Opens DGPT Silver Series. Shout out to Ace Run Pro and Infinite Discs for making this coverage happen. See you guys on round 2.